Boy, we've got to jump right at it. I have 10 questions on today's quiz.
WRCO.
Hello, Ronnie.
Good morning, Philip.
Hey, boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, what a day.
What a day is right.
Ole must have thought the crust was kind of like sand or something. I don't know what was going on. But I shoot him out of it. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Were you able to salvage any?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It looks.
Oh, dear.
Everybody knows I'm the underdog here with this whole.
Why would you be the underdog?
Because
you had your mother's help.
We've had a lot more experience, So mother didn't help.
You didn't have any flour? You never had a rolling pin growing up?
Well, probably.
You
I
were just
guess.
out by the road waiting for Marie Osmond.
Well, exactly.
You could have been in the house.
Yeah, I was too busy.
I know. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So you baked a pie.
Right.
I made 2 pies.
Well, why did you make 2 pies?
Well,
that wasn't
because
part of the instructions.
Well, I mean, I wanted extra credit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you make your own crust?
no.
You didn't?
That wasn't part of the deal.
I made my own crust too,
Well,
so I should deserve
Aren't
some
you
extra
special?
credit. Here, Ole, want to try mine?
Yeah, right. Oh, yes.
And if you don't know who Ole is
Our neighborhood cat.
yes, our neighborhood cat belonging to Simpson's Tractor, Ole Simpson. So he comes over once in a while, and we have no mouse problem.
Nope.
No, we're in good shape.
He's out here
he's a
working
good man.
every morning.
Yeah. Our good cat.
He listens. Good man, cat. He listens to the Light the Milk Cow show every morning. Goes out
does,
hunting and things. And so
Anyway,
Well,
we have our pie.
we have the judges' sheets. This is from the Richland County Fair. They were brought in, so it's the Bake Off Pie score sheet. So
Do you get points if you have bulges on the top?
Well,
doesn't hardly look like
does
it, does it?
No. You get character or a shape, external characteristic shape, surface, internal characteristics pastry crust, texture tender but free from tendency to crumble, crisp on the bottom. Novelty crust, well, that might be mine. Filling, good proportions between the crust.
and filling.
Fruit, well cooked, neither too dry or too juicy, no excessive thickening agent. Okay.
Good grief.
Wow.
What were
Flavor?
we thinking? Is your crust flaky? But no, the guy who baked it is.
Yeah, exactly. He's really flaky. Filling, characteristic of kind, but not over or under sweetened or spiced. Uh-oh. So these are the score sheets.
Those are the score sheets.
Yeah, this
for
is
the
from the Richland
pies.
County Fair, I think. So
Well, so what? You have a traditional apple pie?
yes.
I have a non-traditional apple pie
Oh.
underneath this foil.
Well, that's a different category then.
Well, and then to go on top of it, I will be adding the apple butter whipped cream.
oh, that's cheating.
Why is it?
Well, that's like, some additional thing.
Well, no, it's a part of the pie, but you don't put it on until you're ready to eat it.
Had I known that, I'd have whipped up an apple butter crust thing. Had I known it.
Had you known, well,
But
gosh.
I don't think that was in the Aubrey Homemakers cookbook or the
wasn't?
or the 5 Points cookbook. So
Well, what do you do?
what do you do?
Are we going to unveil them? Or
Yep.
are we...
I think at the same time.
All right,
so
all right. So then,
count of 3. One, two.
Wait a minute, my
Oh,
foil isn't loose yet. There.
on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive. You didn't make your own crust?
No. That's a. I rolled it out. Yeah.
What do you mean you rolled it out?
Well, I bought the crust. Yeah. I said, I buy it in a little roll-up tube, and you roll it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe you bought one pre-made.
No, it wasn't pre-made. I had to
you
roll
rolled it out. Okay.
Rolled it out, yes.
But it was already dough that was in the
it was already
store.
dough
Yeah.
that was, yeah,
You
exactly.
laid out dough for dough.
Yeah, and then I I made slits in the crust
Yeah,
here.
why
It's-
did you make slits
well,
in the
it's-
crust?
It's well, just to kind of let out the steam.
Yes,
you know,
it's a vent.
Exactly.
Very good.
So, and then
Nice vents.
These slits are Morse code. It says
dash, dash, dash.
dash dot dot dash.
Okay,
my
which
pie,
stands what?
My pie number 1, I think is what it says. So. Oh wow,
Well, how nice.
lovely! Look at that.
Yeah, that is, well, mine almost
careful.
fell out of the plate. That would have been nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would have.
What are you doing?
Well, there's
Got
some.
crumbs falling
Well, I think Ole's got a couple of crusts.
Yeah,
crumbs there.
oh well.
Anyway.
So, well, we'll see what happens.
Well, we'll have to judge it later. We'll have to bring
Yeah,
the staff in.
there's our pie.
Possibly today between 8:30 and 9. If we
Think
get
that's a good time?
some of the other staff members here, we'll have to have a judging.
Huh.
Once and for all, we'll see.
We'll see who. Yeah. Well, yours looks pretty good. I got to admit, you did pretty good there.
Is it Ronnie from Ash Ridge or is it Philly from Aubrey Corners? You know, who? And I'm the underdog, so
Why are you the underdog?
I'm the Washington Nationals. You know, so we're trying to win here. You know,
well,
against
good for you.
tough odds.
But remember, I didn't use any sugar in my pie.
I remember
I
that.
did use a little maple syrup in my apple butter whipped
Well,
topping.
That's pretty nice.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
so-
some good local maple syrup
Okay.
in my apple butter whipped topping.
Well, I am just. Aren't you special?
I think you said that once before.
Yeah, I did. Oh, what's the quiz on today?
Pie.
Oh, I should have known.
Yes, our quiz is on pie as we sit in the midst of pies.
Careful.
Careful how hard you hit the table.
My pie almost rolled off there.
Yes, we have 10 questions on pie. We have to get to business.
Go to work.
Number 1, what percentage of Americans say that a slice of pie represents one of the simple pleasures of life? 75, 85, 90, or 95?
Wow.
Wow. Question number 1. Needing a quick answer. Number 2, how many American men ages 35 to 54 have eaten the last slice of pie and denied it?
Ooh.
25, 10,000, 500,000, or 6 million?
Oh. Well, I don't know. That's
Well,
tough.
you got to think.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
There you go. All right. Fruit pie was considered to be a part of a hearty meal before a hard day's work. In the 19th century, apple and other fruit pies were fairly common for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Which one of those?
All right.
Number 4, the first mention of a fruit pie in print is from Robert Greene's Arcadia, where he wrote, "Thy breath is like the steam of apple pies." See, you could have baked one of those on one of your dates. You know, and said,
They
"Thy
said-
breath is like the steam of apple pies."
No, my girlfriend said your breath is like the steam of a cow pie.
Hey, Ole. Was that year 1590,
Oh, boy.
1662, 1695, or 1701?
Okay. Wow.
True or false, in 1644 in England, Oliver Cromwell banned the eating of pie as a pagan form of pleasure. Is that true or is that false?
All right.
Number 6, what percentage of Americans admit to eating pie in bed? Is it more than 25%, more than 33%, or more than 50%?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Only 3 choices there, so that'll be a lot easier. Number 7, reportedly, the first pie recipe was published for a rye-crusted goat cheese and honey pie. That's what
Really?
we should have made instead
Sure.
of apple. What were we thinking?
Well, don't knock until you try it.
That's probably right.
Might be pretty good.
Was it published by the Romans, the Greeks, the Turks, or the Egyptians? Who published that recipe?
All right.
Early pies, question number 8, were predominantly made with fruit, vegetables, or meat. Which one of those is the right answer? Pies originally appeared in England as early as the 12th century. The crust of the pie was referred to as what? A base, a pastry, or a coffin? And number 10, English tradition credits making the first cherry pie to Queen Elizabeth I, Winston Churchill, Paul McCartney, or William Shakespeare?
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Everything you wanted to know about pie and then some.
10 questions.
10 questions?
I think I have 5 right.
You have 5 right. You're
Yep.
a 50% pie man.
I believe so.
We'll jump right into it. What percentage of Americans say that a slice of pie is the simple pleasure of life?
85%.
90 in the
90?
survey says.
Oh!
Yes, you were off by just
Boy.
5%. Doggone it.
Man.
How many American men ages 35 to 54 have eaten the last slice of pie and denied it?
The second one you said.
10,000.
Uh-huh.
6 million is the correct answer.
6 million?
What a bunch of
They're not very
poops.
considerate.
No, they're not.
Because I've always been like, well,
I eat it.
no, you have it. Really?
Do you really?
I do. I'm always like, you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, that's
She
nice
she
of
needs
you.
it worse than I do. So
Really?
It's like, yeah, you have it.
Boy, you're just a man among men.
Well, I am just, I'm going for husband of the year. So
Are
we're
you really?
working on that.
Fruit pie, considered part of a healthy meal before a hard day's work, was the pie common at breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
That was breakfast.
It
actually.
was, yes,
Woo!
absolutely. So I guess we could eat this morning and
Not
then we'd
getting
be
skunked.
under tradition.
Yeah, right.
The first mention of a fruit pie in Robert Greene's Arcadia was what year?
1695.
No, it was 1590 when he wrote, "Thy breath is like the steam of apple pie."
Oh, boy.
In my growing years, that'd have been a real improvement.
How about a breath
It
mint,
just
Ron?
didn't make scope, an apple flavor.
No. All we had was Listerine. Then you just all have been using gasoline, maybe. Yeah, but it worked.
Number 5, true or false? In Oliver Cromwell says you can't eat pie because it's a pagan form of pleasure.
That's true.
That is true.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep. Woohoo!
What percentage of Americans admit to eating pie in bed?
The second one you said.
Yes, that's right. More than 33%.
Wow,
Very
my
good.
goodness.
The first pie recipe published was for rye-crusted goat cheese and honey pie. Who published that?
The Greeks.
The Romans.
The Romans.
Yes,
Oh,
the Romans. Yep,
man.
the Romans did.
Missed
yeah.
it by that much.
Early pies were predominantly made with what?
Meat.
Right. Very good.
Woo!
Yes, number 9. The crust of a pie originally referred to as what?
The coffin.
It was.
Yes.
And even was in this country in the early days.
I think I knew that.
Indeed. It actually was in the American Revolution is when they started to call it a crust instead of a coffin.
Okay.
Yes, and here's something interesting. Often these pies were made with fowl, talking about meat, and the legs were left to hang over the side of the dish to be used as a handle.
Really? I didn't know that. So you learn something every day.
Can you imagine if we'd have got a competition for meat
Sure.
pies, had a couple legs sticking out?
You wouldn't have been surprised if it was mine, would you?
And number 10, English tradition credits the first cherry pie to who?
The second one you said.
Winston Churchill.
Yeah,
no, Queen Elizabeth I.
I don't know. I'm guessing it was Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, it wasn't Paul McCartney.
I knew it wasn't Paul McCartney.
Queen Elizabeth I. So there you are.
I was in a hurry. I was
there you
under
are.
pressure.
Yes, you were. It was. We were
1,
moving
2,
on.
3, 4, 5. There
5,
you go.
you made your prediction.
Yep, I did.
Oh, well, maybe that's a good omen that your pie will be the choice of those who eat later this morning.
We'll sure hope so,
Yeah.
and
I got to get my apple butter whipped cream in the refrigerator again.
I suppose.
Yeah, which would have been really nice if we could have put it on when my pie was still hot.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well.
you don't have,
wine.
Well, I know you don't have your radar range here. We could bake our pies
Warm
here.
that up.
Yeah,
So,
right.
oh well, it'll be what it'll be.
Huh. Well, we'll see. We'll just we'll cut them maybe next hour sometime and
think
see
so?
what's well.
Okay, we can try.
Yeah, we can try. So,
There you go.
Yep.
All you ever wanted to know about pie and then some.
don't put it on the windowsill though, because
4 and 20 blackbirds could come along and get sick.
I was thinking that, or isn't it the Knave of Hearts? Somebody came along and took them. They put them in the windowsill to
Yeah,
cool
that's
them.
true.
And
Yeah.
he took them. So we don't want that to happen.
So don't leave it on the windshield. Don't put it under your car.
No. All right. Thanks, Ronnie.
You're welcome.
Ron, looks like our esteemed judging
Judges
staff
have arrived.
have assembled. And what are you doing?
Well, I was looking at the bottom of your pan. Is this the one you said was the circa 1942
Oh yeah, it's
or whatever?
vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's baked
That's
a-
right up your alley.
It's baked a lot of pies.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
yeah,
that mine rank up there with some of them that it's baked.
Are you good at cutting pie?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay. Well, neither am I. So this could be the default, problem.
No. Oh,
Just not cutting well.
hopefully I can cut through it, You have your saber saw out in the garage there, do you?
So you want to take a look
Yep.
at them, do you?
Our
beforehand?
judges.
Presentation.
Now keep in mind that mine will have the apple butter whipped cream
Oh,
on
yes.
top.
Keep that in
once
mind.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in
Other
mind.
things we have to keep in mind too.
Exactly.
So then we are cutting small What day is this?
Tuesday.
Oh yes, it's payday. Yes.
Oh, nice, Ronnie, nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll be handing out checks later this morning.
Unfair advantage here. My goodness. I don't know, but people like an underdog. So
They do.
Maybe it's me.
Yeah. Last night as I was cutting this pie, I'm thinking, what am I doing?
Yeah. Oh, now you're taste testing your own pie there.
I'm taste
so-
testing my own pie.
That's an awful big slice for our judges.
Well, I'm going to cut it into more than one.
Oh, I see. Okay, so Ronnie is cutting his pie right now, which it's
It's
I got to
not going real well.
I got to give you on presentation. It's not bad. Doesn't look like apple, but you said it's a non-traditional.
It's a
so-
non-traditional apple
Yep.
pie. Henry, could you please go get a fork with more substantial lifting capacity than the plastic one that's here?
Yeah.
Oh my, look at I'm kind of off.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
in more ways than
we
one.
knew that. We knew that.
Okay.
Huh.
All right.
Well, this is quite a
There's the
process.
knife. Oh, I suppose you
Oh yeah. Don't want to get any
don't
of
want
yours
to contaminate your pie
to
with
soil
mine.
Oh, I hope I can cut through it, Ronnie. Ooh, look
Oh,
at
it
that.
looks pretty good.
Look at that.
Oh man, look at your
so,
crust.
so smooth.
Oh man, the knife's just going
So
through like it was
flaky.
knife and hot, hot knife and butter.
I'm
Ooh.
guessing Betty Crocker would be quite impressed.
I bet she would.
if she were here. So
bet
like
she would.
somewhere over here.
Well, yeah, usually you cut across the whole
Well,
thing.
I thought I was
you know.
just cutting a piece for these guys, though.
Yeah, well, that's fine too. Whatever
Okay.
you'd like to do.
All right, so we'll just something like
Chop
that.
right in.
Chop right through. Kind of like I cut my pizza, There we go.
There you go. That's pretty nice.
Thank you.
All right, so
He's
There.
he's sampling the burnt part of the crust.
help yourself to
All
a
right.
fork there. We have the esteemed Jeff Berner,
Yep.
Henry Bray, Joanne Krulotz.
They're the three. So
Okay.
an odd number. So then, in case there's a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case one doesn't need a paycheck.
Don't. My goodness, that's just. It's just not a fair level playing
I
field.
was thinking about that before I came in here. I'm like, gee, which way do I vote?
Well, you and I have been friends for a long time, Joanne. And boy, I tell you.
Is that what you call it?
Well, that looks like a pretty decent.
Let's just say we've
Cut
known
there.
each other for a long time.
We have.
Well, why?
Boy, look at that. Henry's got his
Okay, just hold on. Yes,
plate out there.
no.
Oh, he gets some of that too.
gets some
Can we put some of that on my pie too?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, I
that's
suppose we could, but
not fair. But
all right. Joanne,
Oh.
passing the plate now.
were you going to try Ronnie's first and then?
Whoops.
Dig into mine? Okay.
You got to take.
I'm thinking that. I just don't think that I have much of a chance.
Why
so
not?
I don't know.
Your pie looks good. Mine has a homemade crust.
I know.
Yeah.
See, just
I am surprised, Phil. That pie looks better than I thought it would.
well. See, see, the bar is low. The expectations for me are very, very low. So, I didn't have the advantage of being in pie baking in 4-H.
Well, I didn't do pie baking in 4-H either. I was always worried about tractor safety.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah.
I should know. You do grill well because I had your dinner.
Yeah, I grill well on my little Weber. I got to get a stand for that thing because bending over the driveway, it's hurting my back.
Oh, I
you
bet
know,
it is.
so,
Yeah, especially after you fell off the ladder in your garage.
I know it.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, you may serve yours up there if you'd like. Oh, I suppose you
Yeah.
want me to decontaminate the server.
wipe off the spatula. We don't want it to.
Joanne just said mine was good.
Well, I'm sure it is. No doubt about it. So
Okay, here you are.
let's see if I can
Into your pie.
get underneath it.
That was a ginger move.
Missed a little of the crust there, but that's all right. There we go. There's one of our
There's one of yours. That looks real
helpings
nice.
for the judge.
Just put them on the same plate.
Well, We don't want it
He
to be
doesn't want to
soiled.
cross-contaminate.
Yeah. Okay.
Scottish blood in me says, why waste blades?
There we go.
You got another piece from?
Yeah. Oh, just butter up the judges.
Asking for seconds is a good sign.
That is a
there.
good
Yeah,
sign.
Yeah.
I
I
think.
will admit your pie turned out really good. You did quite well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking when you burp, that's supposedly a good sign too, isn't it?
A sign of what?
Well, that you enjoyed your meal or
You
whatever.
did.
Yeah,
You ate
yeah.
it too fast.
Right.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's fit to eat. Huh.
Boy, they're really thinking.
Henry Bray's got a awful look on his face.
They're totally two different pies.
They are. Yeah, they are. Two different kinds of apples.
Right.
Yes.
You made me use
used
Cortland. Yep.
Yes.
Totally different types and good in their own ways.
They're both very good, but they're totally two different types.
Well, so maybe you should win a ribbon in your category, and I should win.
Do you want to try some of mine?
Well, I guess I could lower myself to
To convert with the competition.
have a little bit. Yeah, right.
No.
Billy was sick out there earlier.
Yeah, he was. That's
Now-
where it was kind of damp on the top there. Oh well. Well,
Anyway, now the difference between my pie and yours is that mine has no granulated sugar.
oh. I
If
didn't
you
know-
eat this part, it has no sugar at all. It has maple syrup once you
Put
get
a
in there.
little bit in there?
Help yourself. there.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
All right.
Little dabble do me.
Yeah, a little dab will
All
do
right.
ya. There you go.
Okay. Getting the paper plates apart is the
Okay, so I used the Honeycrisp apples.
Okay.
All right.
Pretty good.
Oh, you think it's good? Okay.
It's like eating an apple.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah. So it has only 4 ingredients. It has Honeycrisp apples and cinnamon and dates.
Dates.
Jeez.
Okay, well that's enough of that.
And apple cider.
Raisins, I'll
Yeah.
eat it.
So,
Not bad, Ronnie. Not bad.
all right. So, are you going to give me a piece of
Oh,
yours?
oh, sure. I didn't know that you wanted
Yeah,
to. But
well, of course I wanted to.
here, we got to wipe that off. in case
Oh, jeepers creepers. You hack into that like it's a 2x4.
Yeah.
You know, it's been sitting in the barnyard. Whap!
My pie was sitting in the barnyard?
No.
Or- No? Okay.
Like you were using a
All right.
saw on it.
So go ahead.
Okay.
See what you think.
That looks good.
Thank you.
I see what ingredients are in yours.
Well, apples and sugar, little cinnamon.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's pretty good. Thank you, Rosie.
Little. No. She wouldn't let me cheat.
She
You know,
wouldn't.
No,
I believe that.
no. She made me
She's a woman of integrity.
stand on. She contributed her pie tin. So. And she helped me chop up some of the Cortlands too. So yeah.
Well, there you go.
Well,
But to me, it's two different kinds of pies.
Okay.
It is.
So-
But
they're saying the politically correct thing here. You know.
they're
No,
scared.
that's the truth, because I honestly feel that Ron's is a non-traditional pie, yours is a traditional pie, and they're both really good.
Yours is good.
Is it really?
Oh, great. Yeah.
They're both really good.
Oh, all right.
You both get a blue ribbon,
Oh, goody.
and
Hey,
we
they
get our
both beat the
paychecks.
hostess the other day.
We both get a blue ribbon today. Well,
Ribbon and paycheck.
And a paycheck.
and a paycheck.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Listener requests that the next time you guys use both the same recipe.
Oh,
The skill.
a listener request for the same recipe.
But I did make my crust.
Yeah, you did. I
did mine.
I don't know if I can
homemade
do that or
roast.
not. You know.
Yeah,
So
it can be a frustrating process. So there we go.
well, thank you very much. Oh, Henry's eating
Eating
more of
the
the
apple butter
apple
whipped cream.
butter whipped cream.
with no pie.
All right. Well, thanks to our esteemed judges. You
Yes,
know,
that's
so
right.
so I guess we both get participation ribbons. You
Yes,
know?
we do.
We both achieved this year.
Then we better take care of the crust that's now left on our studio.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of crust.
There
around.
is. Yeah. We're
All
a little
right.
crusty.
Well, it was fun, Ronnie.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thank
yep,
you.
You
Yeah.
betcha.